Now, so I said I'd take a look here at both kind of days 3 and 4 of this Evija event, just in case anyone's like, this is really easy, what's going on here? Because the only requirements for the last couple of days have been like, say, the Evora, the Elise, and the H2 Speed. And say, those ones to have them at max stars, that's going to be the only thing which catches out, say, even newer players to the game. And like, new players will likely have the Evora, the Elise, and the H2 Speed, possibly even maxed out in that regard. Now, the same thing is going to happen from days 5, 6, and 7, with those star rating required for each car to be unlocking, you know, the blueprints for the Evija, the same way it has the last couple of days. The only difference is obviously not that many people are going to have a max blueprinted Zero Uno, Vantage, or the Honda Civic. The Honda Civic, which, as I mentioned in previous videos, you're probably going to be seeing a car hunt for that starting off on the day when that becomes available. So expect that on Thursday, and that will be how you'll be aiming to go about getting that up to gold and fully unlocked, which is what's going to be required to get this Evija. Now, and following these, then that's where kind of the trouble starts. You're going to get another, say, easy enough day at day 8, which will be the free trial again back in the Evija driving seat. And that's pretty much going to be where the event comes to a crashing halt for a lot of players, because each one of those following days then are, so you've got like the Evora, the Elise, the H2 Speed, the Zero Uno, and that Vantage popping up here again, all back to back. And the problem is the fact that here it's not just a star rating. This is the point where you're going to be needing them to be golded already for all of these. So that's why like this one is a really nasty kind of build, from needing maximum stars in the first stage and then needing the max golded. If that sounds like a crazy ask of stuff, yeah, just quoting Brenton Thomas here on one of the comments on the video which I put up previously with myself and Ziggy, we're chatting about this, was, yeah, on the Windows version having this event, only 250 people unlocked the Evija, completely pay to win, and like fake king of B class anyway, which is completely true. Like, I mean, this car is known, even when it's maxed out, it's effectively a clone of sort of the Hurricane or the Apollo N's type of cars. It's got the same kind of crazy high acceleration but low speed. You can see that the max speed of it's not, yeah, it's definitely not going to be used in high-end multiplayer other than just passing through that gold stage of multiplayer. But yeah, as I commented as well, like, say, when you've got that event at the end of this, like, if there was 250 people unlocking it in that final event, if there's a top 1% prize, that's going to be 2 people, well, 2.5 people. So yeah, definitely, like, you can see the way it's panning out already. Incredibly easy at the start. Difficulty is going to like ramp up something crazy, hitting the Honda Civic, and then yeah, it's the stages after the Honda Civic are all the ones which are going to require those gold cars to get the blueprint. So again, a lot of players who did play this on Windows, they played it, they got as many blueprints as they could from it, and then getting it actually unlocked later on in when it reappears as a burst of speed with its own dedicated packs. So yeah, maybe like again, like Brenton was saying there just in a comment, don't bankrupt yourself token wise for this one, definitely. But yeah, I did say I was going to do all the events in this for completion's sake. So yeah, 40 seconds in the Elise sprint and needing 2 shockwaves. The thing about this is you don't even need to drive this. If you've got the Elise ready to rock, like, you can play anyway. I'm actually leaving that message on because it's pretty handy to let you know when you're not going to receive rewards from stuff. But actually just running this in touch drive, I'm, yeah, it like a maxed out car with this is all you need. Realistically, like, I don't think anyone's going to be having problems with any of these first stage events. You're going to tear through them. That's the problem, is the fact of like that kind of false insecurity you're going to get from this is, yeah, very dangerous. All you need as well for this one is like 2 shockwaves. Shockwave is the purple blast from when you've got a max nitro gauge. So you can do that just by like double tap, hit the brakes, drift again, double tap. You can do like absolute loads of those in this, and then you're just gonna hit the nitro button and leave this one run, because yeah, like difficulty wise with this, it's just not there in the slightest. There's no actual difficulty other than having the cars maxed out, and that's probably going to continue through a lot of this event, where it's just a case of like have the cars get the run done, and yeah, use touch drive to finish that with barely an input. But yeah, like this is one where you're probably not going to have any difficulty with this if you've got that car. It's the same with the following day. I was using the H2 speed. I've just been grinding it out for the tokens. It is just a case of, on this one, you need 3 perfect nitros. But like a perfect nitro is just that point where you put the car into the blue nitro state. So yeah, I mean, again, it's just a case of like, this one you do actually need to give the car some direction at least, because I tried this with touch drive with no input whatsoever just to see, and yeah, it does require some input. Oh, difficult. But yeah, not really. I mean, these are just, again, lull the player in with a false sense of security. You've got to do this one 20 times. So it's going to be a case of like, oh, a racer's done this 20 times and they're on their way to the Evija. No, you're going to hit like that wall very, very fast. From the Honda Civic not being unlocked straight away to, yeah, like I said, just needing those gold cars. I hear rumbling behind me. That is likely my cat, I hope. But yeah, it's just a case of like coming around here. It doesn't even matter if you get distracted by a cat for this. Hello, cat. 42 seconds. Woo! Made it, even with a cat. But yeah, like again, there's no actual difficulty with this one. But yeah, just pretty much as long as you know that the perfect nitro state is just when you put that car into the blue state, and yeah, you'll get those. And like I said, if you've got the Lotus powered up to the point where you're going to be successful through this event, running this stage in 42 seconds really shouldn't be a bother. Like it can be done quite handily in touch drive whilst getting those perfect nitros. The only thing is you've got to run this 20 times. But yeah, again, guys, if you're getting caught out with this one, I've seen some people on the Facebook group spending tokens very early on to unlock the blueprints from that first stage. Like, keep in mind, say, if you are caught out with trying to do this one in the 1:17 time, don't forget the fact that this is going to be here for a month, right? Chances are, if you're not really like ultra prepared for this event, you're not going to be progressing through all the stages of this anyway, and you're going to want to get that daily quest complete, where you've got to like play the special event 3 times. And considering the fact that the Evija has 3 units of fuel as well, so if you're having trouble here with the stage 1 event, don't be afraid to just leave it for now, because this is going to be here for the next month, and you can just pretty much come back in here at any stage and have a run at that one. Like, because you know, like I said, you're going to want to do this event 3 times, and if you haven't got the cars maxed out anyway to the point where you're going to be progressing through this event, you'll still want to be coming back in here to do this one 3 times, just so that you can actually get your token reward from completing that daily quest. So definitely I'd advise, don't spend tokens to unlock these blueprints as of right now, at least. Like, to just come back in here, you get some practice with that weird Evija, because like it is quite possible to break that 1:17 time. I've got a video up of it in the 1:15 I think 0.6 or so, but it's possible to even like crash that time by quite a bit. But yeah, there's like a screenshot from one of the times when I was farming day 1, so it's possible to get a 1:14 time on that first race, just once you get a bit of practice and kind of used to that track. I know there's a lot of blind corners on it, and that's a part where, like, say, there's a jump ramp up onto some trees, and it is quite difficult, I will admit, just the first time you're racing it, but that's because it's a brand new track and a brand new car that's given to us maxed out. So don't just immediately bail out on that one and spend the 250 tokens on it. I mean, I'm not saying that 250 tokens for 5 Lotus Evija blueprints is a bad thing, but just keep in mind that you're going to be using probably those first stages to grind out that daily event anyway. So don't like just max it now and get it out of the way, because you're gonna find yourself in a couple of like a week or two's time, coming back in here and just repeating this event for no reason. Then, but I think I need to go and get this one some food. So there's a sub button for me up there. No, my hand's not food or subs. But yeah, there's other videos for me here and here. Indie stuff there and Asphalt stuff there. And yeah, guys, just appreciate if you give a click on that one or leave a comment on this video if you've got any questions at all in relation to this event, with regards of unlocking the cars needed for it or about the Evija itself. But yeah, as you've seen probably if you've looked at any of my videos or any information about the car in the slightest, like, this is not a car to bankrupt yourself on token wise, definitely. Like, it's a very, very pay to win event, and also the end result from it are a Honda Civic and the Lotus Evija. So yeah. Alright guys, drive safe, happy hunting, and let us know in the comments if you need a hand with anything.